with claws.
Should we be live now?
Yes, we are live. Hi.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
hello.
How are
Hi.
you?
Oh my god, we're here? What? What?
Wait a second.
I don't exist. What do you mean?
He said, wait a second. I didn't think we were
Depends
supposed to be
what's that.
live right now.
I do not think, therefore I am not.
Just Homer Simpson into the hedges, just
Yes, pretty much.
We were doing random voices because we're dumb. Hello, hi.
What are you talking about? It takes some real intellect to do this shit.
You're right. I'm sorry. It's because I'm
Does it
dumb.
really?
Welcome to Twisted Perceptions, brought to you by Player Hayward Gaming and Riverside FM. Wow, I can say that legally now. It's crazy.
Yes, you can now.
It's in the contract. It's binding.
But hey, thanks for coming back, guys. I ended it in a real moment of tension, which we got to stop doing. I got to do better at letting the tension release before we end it. Yeah, welcome back. There's really not much of an update for announcements this week, so I guess we're going back to our regularly scheduled programming. Is your barbarian having issues raging? Your cleric healing? Well, let's just use some good old D&D for that. All right, guys, let's go ahead and hop right back.
A bard starts raging.
The bard starts raging. A monk begins to inspire. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump in. So, last session, right before we ended, Ramanor pulled out a phoenix feather that randomly showed up in his bag. It flies out of his hands, bursts into flames, and writes in the air, "You are near. The land of the giants is close." You guys are in the middle of arguing on whether or not you should go to Hammerfall Hills or to the apparently what is the land of the giants.
That is very true.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna see what they say, and then I've had a lot of time.
Once again, Connor's still gonna say, Phoenix Feather's closer. Deal with that. We can go instantly to Hammerfall Hills without a problem.
Well, with that kind of logic, we could go to Hammerfall Hills immediately and then pop right back here whenever we wanted.
Except that the problem is, I kind of need a city to know where I'm going to. So unless you want to take this entire trek back through
Well,
here,
we already know. On the other side of the coin, you have a mask holder who's apparently starting the fucking death games. Right? I'm pretty sure I read about this in the book before with a bunch of weird teenagers being thrown into a forest. Doesn't sound great. So, you have a thing you have been preordained to do.
Don't worry, Ramanor, it's not the Hunger Games, it's the Sleeping Games. It's okay.
Why would you decide to do one small thing when you have a much bigger thing to deal with? You're talking about the fate of the world. I'm talking about a brother that may or may not even be fucking alive. For all we know, the Fae decided to fuck with my head and just made me hear shite. Just so that way I'd sell my fucking face, which, by the way, now half of it lives in that one, and points it as. So, either you waste time on my shite that we could just as easily come back to, or we do what you need to do in order to fucking make sure that you never have to repeat this fucking trek again. I am no one. Literally no one compared to all of you. I got thrown into the shite because I thought you killed my boss, and apparently that wasn't the bloody case.
yeah, we definitely didn't do that.
Exactly. So me here is pure fucking happenstance. The only thing I have to go off of is a weird voice that came out of Az, and I don't know where the fuck that came from anyway. So, what's more important? Taking care and making sure that this fucking shite hole of a world that we live in maybe becomes a little bit less of a shite hole? Or are we going to actually waste time trying to figure out if my brother may still be up upon this bloody fucking mortal coil? Which, by the way, if I forgot to mention, I watched his head fucking roll. I don't know what the fuck is on the other side of this. Part of me believes it's probably not anything good.
Well, I said my piece. I'm gonna let everybody else decide. And I will just go with what everybody decides. And at this point, he just takes out the brass ball and just starts to like kind of play around with it a little bit. Not setting it yet, just waiting.
I don't know, and I don't care. We just need to pick a direction and go.
Hey, Az.
What?
You sold that gem, right?
Remind player what's happening. What gem are we talking about? Because I am an idiot.
The one from the necropolis.
Did I sell it?
I think you sold it now.
No. She kind of shakes her head. Why would I sell it? Broken gem isn't worth that much.
It wasn't broken, was it?
It was broken.
After you use it,
Oh.
after you use it once, it breaks.
Oh.
Gotta go find more of them. There are all kinds of Council of Nine meeting places all over the world.
We've found 2 so far. There was the first one, and it did the same thing. And then we found another one. I would technically have all 4 pieces. So she just kind
of the Millennium Puzzle. Yes. I'm joking.
It's time to...
Anyway, broken gems aren't worth as much as they are whole. So, why?
I was just trying to get in contact with Norris.
They're broken. They don't do anything. Not anymore.
All right, and he's gonna touch his hand. He's gonna like reach into the armor and touch the heart of the ironwood, and try and make contact back to Norris.
As you do that, you feel something connect to the ground, as if your feet become glued to the ground. And it's like you hear just in your mind's eye, oh, well, I see you figured out one way to use the heart of the ironwood.
I'm kind of learning wherever I can. Quick question. One of your mask holders, do they run like a theater kind of thing where people die?
Yes. Some type of blood game, if I'm correct.
Blood
Theater, right?
But it's all consensual?
In some way, shape, or form. It's mask holders tend not to mess in the doings of other mask holders unless it brings the world to its knees. We work as a council to just keep things as it is and keep things moving as they should. Other than that, we live our lives as any other.
Well, considering that, between one of you is kind of a rogue, you might want to check.
We're working on that one, don't worry. But the one you're talking about, he is quite the odd character, but he doesn't really go on mass killing sprees. There are contracts involved with that. People sign knowing that they could very well die. Or at least I think they do. Did you find someone who didn't know they were going to die?
Goblin knew, right?
The goblin did know. He
He
knew
knew
that there
that-
was a chance.
No, he knew that other people would die. He didn't know he would.
Larry, you are muted, my friend. We cannot hear you. He knew that other people was going to die. Just so you guys know, nothing. We know he knew that other people were going to die, but he did not think of the option that he could die. He did not know that that could be him.
That's unfortunate.
Yes and no. He knew that other people could
No.
die, but he really didn't think he could.
Well, you tend to be pretty explicit with things like that. Are you asking me to step in? What do you want from me?
We kind of have a moral dilemma. We have a personal thing that we're trying to help a friend with, but we came across somebody who is apparently going to be a part of this thing. Didn't quite know that he would die, and then he just got ripped from our hands in a random teleportation. So we're kind of sitting here debating whether or not we go for that or we stay here and do the personal
Right.
thing.
This might be better.
Yep, that is
There you go.
better.
Gotcha.
Hey, we have some sound. Me testing all the settings, being please, if I hit this button, will there be sound?
Ramanor, as you're talking, give me an insight check, please.
That would be an 18.
An 18. For a character's sake, you get the idea that she's pretty much like a lawful evil almost. Like she doesn't give a fuck about any other people. She cares about following her code and following her rules. And she doesn't give a fuck about the doings of other people unless it infringes on the code that she's sworn to. So with that, she responds in kind with, well, if he's not taking the world out of balance, there's not much else I can do.
Ramana is just gonna favor for a favor. I took the heart of Ironwood. You do this one little thing for me.
Persuasion with advantage.
Oh,
Let's go, Ramanor.
That'll be a 24.
Damn. Okay.
Ramana just said.
It's like, bitch, I took the heart of the Ironwood. You best be willing to do one little thing for me.
Oh, all right. I'll take my team. We'll scope it out. If it seems like things are a little bit shady, he's being completely upfront with those in his blood opera, his red opera. We'll see that it's taken down.
The opera
Thank you
had a
so much. I
phantom.
really, really do appreciate it. And, you know, I'm willing to do a small favor back if you really want one.
Don't worry, I'll reach out. Shaq, you had something? I'm sorry.
I was like, does the opera have a phantom?
No,
Because I'm an idiot.
it has a tiefling.
Close enough.
Wait,
Close
hold on.
enough.
Hold up, a tiefling with a mask at the opera.
Mm-hmm.
The phantom of
I'm
the
gonna take
opera.
his hand off of his chest. And he's been kind of silent. But
As just staring at
all
him
of
like,
you who
why are
have-
we trying to do the Pledge of Allegiance in the middle of the mountains?
he's been silent physically. But any of you who has the stones and can hear through the mind, you heard everything.
That's only Connor.
Yeah, that's only me.
I wasn't sure if anybody else got to hear through those or not, but Connor heard the entire thing. And him like mentally processing because he literally says the words in his mind, what they're saying to him.
Oh, so wait, Connor's supposed to be saying that out loud to everybody else?
No, not necessarily, but he heard it. Like both
Yeah.
sides of the conversation
Yeah.
in Ramanor's voice, but
Sure.
you know.
So
Um,
Connor's just gonna look to everybody and be like, Yeah, okay, we don't have to worry about the opera anymore. We have that taken care of. He's gonna start walking.
And Romero like raised a finger and then was like, "What do you say?"
First, she's just gonna look real confused for a second.
Heliki is also very confused.
And
she's
then
like,
Connor just looks and be like, look,
Heliki,
yes.
with your druidic background, you know that Ramanor was doing some kind of communication through the trees. That's all you know.
Oh. The trees
We
are
speak-
solving it?
The tree.
The great math tree is going to solve this.
The great math tree looks down. He was like,
Great.
"Yeah, that was a real tense conversation, dude. I'm gonna go help her," and he just walks off.
Oh no! We lost the great math tree.
This is Ford's way of saying he's done playing the great math tree.
yeah.
Goodbye.
No, not the math tree.
Yeah, but he's going to go
Heliki.
help with the thing that you wanted to protect people from. So
I mean,
Is he?
If the math tree wasn't told by Heliki to do it, though.
He's charmed to be nice, but he's not charmed to stay.
Yeah.
So Heliki's just kind of like, okay, bye, tree.
you can
She's-
sit on my shoulder.
So yeah.
She does. She flies
As
up.
Connor starts to walk away, he just goes like, "Yeah, he actually spoke to Why can't I remember her name now? But
Norris.
anyway,
Norris.
the what?
Norris.
Norris.
Norris, and she's actually gonna go for him. Oh, for us, really, but since he kind of convinced her, she's gonna take her team to take care of the opera, check it out, and if it doesn't actually look right, then they just end it.
Yeah, he was kind of easy. I kind of did a favor taking the heart of the Ironwood, so I was like, hey, you kind of could I have a favor back? So wasn't that hard?
Or she's just gonna sit there confused for another few seconds.
All right, let's go get your.
As
Did they know it was your brother?
Well, yeah.
Okay, let's go get your brother.
as on the horse was just going to follow Connor, and as she comes up close to Koresh's horse, she just reaches out and slaps it on the ass to get it going. Just sends Koresh
no, I
fuming
didn't have a
down the
horse.
mountain
No,
ass.
he doesn't have
I
a
didn't
horse.
have a
Remember, he was
horse.
flying.
He
I
just
have
slapped
Then
the
she
him on
sword.
the
was
ass.
gonna slap Koresh on the
Just
ass
saying.
to get them going.
Shiny! The wings are controlled by ass slaps, apparently.
I don't think that
Yep.
surprises any of us here, really.
No, you
Not
probably
at all.
shouldn't.
It
Hey,
doesn't.
I
Koresh,
haven't
if you ever
gotten
get
into the-
tired, you can take a spot on the Mastiff.
Yeah, the giant dog, Clifford the big red dog.
Yeah.
He's
Sorry.
Listen, man.
Let's just say, for copyright reasons, his name is Robert the Big Gray Mastiff. Okay.
Robert the big gray mask.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
All
Right, on we go.
Damn it,
Following the yellow
given
brick
him-
road.
I should have given him a better
Koresh.
name. Clarence.
Koresh.
That's his name. Clarence. Okay. All right. So you guys begin to walk down this beaten road towards a mountain path and all that good
Hiya.
stuff. I need someone to volunteer to roll a d20 for me.
Got it.
Check.
That's a natural 20, my guy.
That is a natural 20. All right. Well,
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't either. I'm scared.
You feel something tug on your hand. Check.
Diffic?
Huh?
Look down.
And you see that there is a small child with hand wraps on. And he looks up to you and he says, Miss, is there any food?
That's not fair.
Does
Can I
anybody
insight the
else see
child?
this?
Insight the child.
No, no one else sees it.
You see Az look down, looking very confused. Can I insight this child?
With your natural 20, you know that this is a figment of your imagination, but you have no idea where it's coming from.
Can I punch the imaginary child?
You can indeed punch the imaginary child if you so choose.
It's like, sees the child. It's not fucking real. Just boom.
Okay, so you swing your fist at this child, and unbeknownst to you, it finds purchase in flesh. Without you knowing, you punched what seems to be a small child in the face. The kid is
Doesn't care. She knows that it's not real.
She does know it's not real, but she does also know she just hit something.
Does the child do anything after I've smacked it?
No, the child doesn't seem so unfazed. It's kind of crazy.
Y'all just watched as swing at nothing.
You didn't let me finish. Everybody just saw as swing at this giant tree behind her and punch it square in its bark. This
I think
tree
he's very confused. Did you say something rude to her?
This tree has boils on either side of it, with
no, not this shit again.
Coming out, and it seems as though some green ooze is coming out of it. But
that's not a good tree.
It's the antithesis of the math tree. It's the vision tree.
Not this shit again.
With your natural 20, you do not succumb to that smoke, and you are saved from it. What you punched in your face was an unrecognizable child version of yourself.
Oh, fuck.
You know,
I don't recognize it as child to me.
No, because you saved, so your mind just altered it to make it look like another random kid.
But even then, if it was, that would still track. I feel like she would still punch younger as.
No, and so she still sees this child, right?
Yes.
She's gonna pull out her sword, or she's gonna like summon the Sunblade, turn it on, and level it at what she believes to be the child, and just, whatever you are and wherever you came from, you better leave now before this goes through your throat. I don't care what kind of child you appear to me as.
As it's a tree.
It's a tree.
Can I cast Bigby's?
I can hear him.
Yeah, you can hear what he said, yeah.
What the fuck do you mean it's a tree? It's a child.
It's the same thing that got Ven.
It's a definite tree, but I don't know what he's talking about because I was in flames.
And in the dark.
All right, Chorus, what you got?
Can I throw a Bigby's hand to try and knock over this fucking tree?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Okay, so first I'm gonna cast Hex as a bonus action because Warlock shit now, baby. And then so that's gonna be an extra D6 for whatever the fuck I do, and I'll mark off Bigby's hand once I fucking find where it is. There we go.
Who use spells like barbarians use rage?
Like Romnor was just about to go close his eyes. Well, mother, could you help fix this tree? And then just
okay, so let me roll an attack with this motherfucker. So it's literally just a spell attack. Why won't it roll? Hang on. Whatever. I'll just roll a straight dice and fucking add 11.
Making Skywalker over here killing all the children.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 21 hit the tree?
Yeah, that does fine, yeah.
Okay, so first the hex damage, which will be 5 necrotic, and then Bigby's hand damage, which will be 14, so that's 19 points of damage to this big boil tree.
Okay, cool. You pop one of the boils on the tree.
I need to make another save.
I need everyone within 30 feet, so basically everyone to make
As succeeded, so is she immune?
Yes, actually, I'm sorry. Yes, as you did succeed, you are immune.
What kind of save is it?
It would be a wisdom save, but I'm giving everyone a flat d20 for this one.
Oh joy!
What? I mean, it doesn't really affect Promenor.
Dice gods, don't fuck me.
All right, what you guys' rolls?
That's a 10.
Oh no. Oh
That-
no.
That's an 8.
Oh,
That's a 5.
The highest
Oh.
was 16 from Haliki.
I'm
Oh,
in
no.
danger.
Do they all fail?
Haliki saved.
I'm in danger.
Oh gosh, Connor,
My turn.
You see Sansavni appear in front of you. Ramanor, you see.
I'm gonna cry.
You don't actually, Ramanor. You don't see anything but all of your friends getting their heads messed with, besides Shaq's character as and Haliki. And then Koresh, you find your what looks to be your younger brother.
Do I still see the tree?
You see the tree, yes.
So
But he got a 5.
He got a 5. He can see the tree, but there is only one thing that can make Ramanor angry, and it's happening.
I'll give it a few because stuff kind of has to play out for him to understand it.
Yep.
Because
Connor-
I'm seeing
Connor
something
just-
immediately isn't going to make them. But yeah.
Just
Oh,
pales.
Connor gets guidance.
Connor pales.
Oh yeah, I still have.
Did I get a guidance from last one? Did I,
I
get a
think you
guidance?
did, Koresh. I think you did.
Yeah,
I don't-
everybody
I don't
has
know if it would
one
be
at
enough.
this
It's a
point.
D4.
I'm going to try it. I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna pray. Maybe.
Depending on how low the roll is, it's like how bad it.
I'm not even gonna bother because I got an 8.
Yeah.
I got a 10, so maybe a 14 will help if I get a 14. No, that's an 11.
No, nothing changes for you.
Connor still sees the tree, or
The tree is no longer. You can no longer see the tree. If we're talking out of game, when you look at the tree, you see Sansavni.
that was pretty much the question. Was just if he sees her or the tree.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait for president. Wait big.
Oh man.
Bring back Twig.
Twig.
It's honestly, it's like the moment that it happens, they would see Connor's hand lights up with a sacred flame, and then it just disappears. No, because he was about to attack the tree, and then he sees her, and it just goes out, and
Okay.
he's just pale.
Koresh, who doesn't trust this worth a damn, mostly due to the fact that, again, as he stated before, his brother could very much be dead and the Fae are fucking with him. Yeah, no, this sounds about right. Koresh is just going to, like, stand there and he's going to hold Eldritch Blast. And it's just going to crackle in his hands.
As is cursing in every language she
Now.
knows.
Understand that if you are my brother, truly, then you better find a goddamn way to prove it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to put 3 holes through your chest.
Okay, Connor. You hear Koresh say specifically that if you are my brother, you gotta prove it to me. I know with Connor's wisdom stats that he should probably understand that some little fishy's going on here. So I'll give you a roll.
What is Sansavni doing?
Sansavni's just staring at Connor.
What's my role?
You can have a what it be an advantage D20 roll with your wisdom modifier this time.
Oh, so a whiz save?
Yep.
Or a whiz check?
Save.
Save?
Oh, also, I will say that wait, do I still feel my hex on the tree?
That is a 25.
Yes. Okay, you save now. And you see it for what it is, and that is that giant tree that Connor is talking to.
You mean for us? The moment that Connor sees that, he's going to do. He's just going to light it up with a guiding bolt at 5th level.
Okay.
As soon as his shot goes off, I'll unhold my action because that tree is still hexed.
Gotcha.
And he's just gonna say, "Ignore what you see. It's a damn tree."
Yeah.
Okay, great. I guess Riley, once you see that, you also recognize what's happening, and you can see that the tree reappears in front of you. Man, this tree has become weak after 4 levels.
Yes.
Three levels.
That's a 23 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
I'll roll my 3 as well. So
Ramanor, what are you saying? I'm sorry.
Ramanor does not get angry.
Yep.
He steps over to the tree and does his rage in fierce protection of his friends and not allowing this thing to do anything to them anymore. And he's going to try and rip this tree from the fucking ground.
You have it at well, technically your attack is at advantage, but it's also 34 points of radiant.
Can I just say that I rolled a nat 20 on my first Eldritch Blast to fuck this thing up?
Okay. Whoa.
So, we're gonna do that first. And then we'll... Oh, it's double the hex damage too. I almost forgot. So... Give me 1 sec. Crit damage for that. So I forgot the original total. It was like 11. That's plus 9, so that's 20 damage. I still have 3. I have 2 more Eldritch Blasts. So we'll see how we do. And that's 30 to hit.
Oh gosh.
So 7 plus 2, so that's 9. And then one last one. That is a 25 to hit. For... Yeah, man, no, Cora is pissed. So that is 5 plus... Give me a second here, why aren't you scrolling? 5 plus... So another 8 damage.
Okay. Ramanor, when you finally get there to grab this tree, it's starting to wither already, so you don't even make any kind of check. You just pull the bitch out by the roots and just drop it on the ground.
I mean, he would prefer to just fucking yeet the fucker if he
All
can.
right, cool. Okay, cool. You actually find a small
No, you go to throw it, and I was like, hold it. She's just like, nah. Does Ramanor stop?
Okay.
Oh.
She slides off her horse, and she wants to attempt to harvest some of this shit to turn into a poison.
Give me a nature check. Just so you know, before you make this check, the DC for this check is going to be 16. Okay. If you get 16, you get 1. You get 1 dose of this. 16 and 17, you get 1 dose. 18, you get 2 doses. 19, you'll get 3 doses. Natural 20, you'll get 5 doses.
Damn. Let's hope I can even make it. I don't have that much in nature, but I'm hoping a guidance will help me. Eventually. I can't even hit that with a guidance, so no, I don't get anything.
Okay, cool. As you go to cut into
Ramanor
this,
help.
take advantage. Yep, go for it.
Come on, ass. Come on.
I can even with the guidance.
Okay. As you take a small switchblade to just open it up, and you see that it turns into a gaseous form, and you can't think quite quick enough to catch it and to be able to liquefy it.
Well, that could have been useful. Okay, you can throw it now, and then just gets back up on her horse. You can heat it now.
Okay, you eat that tree into the nearest body of water. 3 fish float up to the top as they die.
Oh, nobody better drink from that water, or else we're going to have a problem.
It's like that scene in the Simpsons movie where like Homer dumps the pig silo and it's just the fucking skull bubbles to the top. It's just evil.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you guys head on the road towards the crags as the road begins to go higher and higher and higher. As you guys are walking along, do you guys want to have any kind of conversation, talk about anything? This is a good way for people to learn about your characters if you so choose. If you guys want to be, curmudgeons, you don't have to share anything.
Chorus is brooding. That's all they're doing. Right now, Chorus is just
Hyleki sees that Chorus is brooding, and she goes over and she puts a spinning top on top of his head and spins it. So he can feel a tiny little tickle of the spinning top as it goes round and round and round.
Hyleki can fly, so that's true.
Yeah.
So I'm picturing there's like a little divot between the horns and like it comes and rises over the back. So it's like a fucking Beyblade just like spinning in circles on
Yes!
his head.
That is exactly what I'm imagining. Yes. His head is now a Beyblade's dish.
A Beyblade.
That is exact. Yep. That's what's
Connor,
happening.
meanwhile that's happening, is actually going to slow down to get next to Ramanor. And he's going to look at Ramanor from the corner of his eye and go, there was a time where nearly got lost in a shroud of mist, and we nearly met.
Who was that?
You said something about Barovia.
Yeah. Stop
And
Strahd.
because of that, my team, before I lost them, and one of them got turned, we were able to stay away from there. So, I guess it's the second time I need to say thank you for nearly saving my life. Well, saving my life as it is.
You don't need to thank me at all. Everyone really, we're all part of the family.
That I know, but still, thank you. And as he starts to move away, there's just this sense, like this deep sense of loss when he mentions it, that Romano would realize, like, this never really been happening here until this moment, especially with this tree. And there's now like a steel gleam in his eye that he doesn't want that happening again.
Romanor has the giant mastiff walk alongside, and he just kind of clasps you on the shoulder and just gives that inaudible, like, I'm here for you. I care about you, and I'm sorry that happened.
Because of that, Connor gets inspiration.
Yes.
Paladins can use inspiration now? Weird.
Az is still just trying to figure out if she should tell everyone about the tattoo and where it comes from. And so she's just real quiet as she's writing along.
Okay. As you guys see this, you guys are walking through this mountain pass and you see a giant wooden billboard painted in white. You see the letters UFC.
Connor's gonna look at it, and he's gonna
Break to the fourth wall?
Is this the MMA?
United
We made it to the
Falconer Circle?
MMA. Look, Ma.
He's legit gonna look at it like, United Falconer Circle?
You guys look a little closer. Of course, since you're up in the air, you can probably see this pretty closely. But underneath it in small letters, is written the full name for the acronym, and it's Undead Fighting Circle. What do you do with that information, Koresh?
Right. Well, given our past couple of run-ins with undead and demi-liches, Undead Fighting Circle up ahead. Not sure what that means for any of us, but I think it's something we should probably steer clear of if we ever seem to encounter it. Unless we want to blow off some steam and just turn it into fucking cinders, which I might do.
Important question. Who hears him right now? All of us?
I'm close enough.
Okay.
Like
All,
30. It goes to all of
all
them,
he
doesn't it?
sees is Connor going, damn, I thought I was close.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can all hear Koresh.
I mean, I'm not. I suppose if there's a sign, it may not be evil people. I guess.
Let me
I
ask
can
you
rate-
something.
It might just be a show.
Well, let's be real here. Undead, in any general sense, implies a quite evil sort of magic. And while maybe not all necromancers are terrible human beings, a good fucking chunk of them are, and I don't fucking trust that within an inch of my fucking life. Plus,
That's
we
not
have
the
that.
only way you get undead, though.
True, but you also have this fucking cult running around.
I mean, my great places to pickpocket.
And then
So we play
Connor's
a bit
gonna
to-
think. Connor for a moment just like thinks like, wait, hold up. Can we also bet on these matches?
Fucking hell. What is it with you, the holy
Absolute
people
gambler.
of this group who are
The holy-
far more into crime?
Wait, hold on. Wait, nobody let me
So-
finish yet.
No one said about not doing crime. We're just talking about doing it right, you know?
Exactly.
Exactly.
And secondly, he's like, because technically, undead, and paladin.
We're going or not? You've got 3 seconds to give me an answer. 1. She's hard
I
out.
say we go bet and we throw Ramanor into the pit and let paladin willy walk some zombies.
I can stay
fight.
How
invisible.
does person
If it's a
versus
fighting-
undead? It sounds like undead versus undead.
I could stay up in the air and keep myself invisible for a time. Stay eye in the sky, and if anything goes down,
Hey.
we turn this place into the last week's news.
I'm just saying.
I don't
we
know
get
if
more
that's
money.
the best idea. If time is of the essence, and perhaps Norris may need our help,
Fine.
we need to be prepared to go for that. And I
Fine,
don't
we
know
will
if
give
this
up the
has
free
anything to
money.
do with Koresh's brother.
Connor will like get this sentence in his head from Koresh, not actually saying it, not speaking anything, but you can hear everyone's fucking thoughts, and it's just a simple, I don't even fucking care anymore.
And then Koresh would end up feeling a ethereal smack to the back of the head and be like, we're doing this for you, so shut up, and then we're doing it. Accept the fact that we actually want you to have some closure and make sure that this is actually real. And the fact that we actually do like you. So,
It's not a question of whether or not you like me, Connor.
once again, so the first part matters. We're doing this to give you closure. Now shut up, accept it, and let's move on.
Ramana would like to participate in his one question commune.
Okay.
He prays to the Wild Mother and asks, what direction's the right path from here?
You hear in the back of your head, your oath is your lifestyle. Your friends are your life. Make your decision.
Good point.
It's a tea.
Every
What'd you say,
single day.
Huh?
Shaq, what'd you say?
I said sips tea because he was like, good point.
He, that's not really the question he was asking, but it was more of a like, hey, do I go off in that direction or that direction?
That was
Well, I know.
such like an open-ended question, man.
It
You
is.
phrased it so
Uh-huh.
open-ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't specify a goal either, so I mean, there's not really a.
All right, I'll give you something more. Okay. There's much to be found in either direction. Choose wisely, and you may only need to come back once.
This is probably arguing with Connor about how much gold she can steal here.
Probably. And Connor's just like, why are we arguing about this? I agree with you wholeheartedly. You steal all the gold, I gamble the gold, we make more gold, and then you also steal the people that are supposed to be taking care of the gambling part.
Gambling's an idiot's game. That's why you just steal it and run.
Because we could also make more money because if we just let the actual pot grow.
You can't be greedy. If you're stealing it, you need to steal and go.
I mean, would it really be stealing if all of them are fucking dead?
Does he get the sense that
Here's a point.
not doing this is going to affect his health somehow?
Oh, it's not something like that. No.
Okay.
Karish's alignment is slowly changing to like straight up chaotic evil.
He's like, man, those orphans look real tasty.
maybe neutral evil or lawful evil then. I'm not eating no children.
So, I'm going to speak out loud to everybody. So, Godmother says there are good things both ways, but if we choose the right path, we may only have to come back once.
Right, then we
Not
do
quite
this
sure
and
what
then
that
go on
means.
to our other thing. Because if we do this first and then go on to our other stuff, we just don't have to come back. We get this out of the way.
Look, for all intents and purposes, and I'm not arguing whether or not we're going there. We're fucking going there because, well, the fucking Council of Nine apparently really fucking loves your asses and decided to go take care of your other mask holder problem for you. But, again, there is a really high chance, you know, Fey Blood, I kind of know a bit about this shite, that they're just fucking with me to try and get me to give them shite. And it already fucking worked. Until it didn't. Looks at Az and like just like the paper just like pretends to like uncrinkle a thing of paper like so at this point detours aren't really that big of a deal to me. If anything, we're either gonna go there and rescue my brother, or we may have to end up killing my brother, or we're going to realize that it was never a fucking thing in the first place. Now, I don't know about you, but after that whole tree debacle, I'm trying to figure out a way to let loose a bit of fucking steam. We rob them fucking blind, we take out the fucking camp if they're evil, and then we take the rest of the shite, and then we move about our merry way.
I like
Sounds
that
a
plan.
plan to me. Az gets off her horse and starts changing into her stealth armor.
Just in front of everybody? Great. Love that.
Just armor. Well, she's taking all her clothes
I
off.
mean-
Chill.
I mean, she was unconscious for a very long amount of time, and they had to change her out of her armor.
That's true.
Somebody
Alright.
did.
I probably
armor.
did. It might have been me, but solely due to the fact that I have no attraction to Az whatsoever.
Just
Connor knew for a
armor.
fact that if he did it and she found out, she would have put him in the ground.
Why do you think he hasn't fucking said anything yet?
Fair.
That is
All
true.
right, so you guys
we're
follow the
going.
path of the billboards, and you guys hear in the background kind of like what seems to be quite a large crowd screaming. Um, Koresh, with your bird's eye view, you can see that there's almost like a coliseum sized crowd there cheering on two undead beings fighting. It seems it's just a normal skeleton and a demi lich, so you know which one is probably going to win.
Seems.
Do any of the crowd actually have the colors of that cult that we were dealing with the other day? Or like ago?
No. You see one person in a giant chair up at the top of the Coliseum that seems to be wearing the colors of that cult, but it seems that that robe is very tattered.
I'll just tell
Do
you
they-
right now, I got a natural 20 for 34 stealth. I am gone.
And actually, I'll make the same stealth check to not be seen from above just to be safe, because I'm not about to fuck myself here.
Ramonor is a clinky boy.
Uh-oh, that's only a 17. Fuck you, dice.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Connor is also a clanky boy. He's just like, I don't care. I'll make all the noise.
But, so it's only that guy. Now, does the guy in the chair appear to be in a similar state of undead as these demi-liches or even a lich itself? Something that would give me some pause?
No, this person is living. Very much alive.
Any distinct racial features?
Human.
Okay, straight human. So, quick tap. Right, well, we definitely have some of the cult colors from what I can see, but only one of them is wearing them. Guy on a big ass fucking throne, very, very tattered. I'm not going to say excommunicated from whatever this cult was, but looks that way. You've got a demi-lich and a skeleton fighting in the pit, and a massive fucking crowd. Is there any like buildings around, like vendors or concession booth type
Oh, you
things?
see all kinds of things. You can see that there's a person selling chickens. You have no idea why, but they're selling chickens. You see that there's a food stand selling anything from pretzels to just meat on a stick. You can see someone selling potions, and you can see that there's a giant line out of what you probably expect to be the betting circle.
Okay. Any form of security?
Yeah, you see two orcs standing at the gate.
Only two? There's not any just shambling around?
There are other orcs rolling around, but if you're thinking about just what it might take to get in, there are two orcs standing at the gate.
Okay. So we have a few roaming around for security. Two beastly looking orcs right up front at the gate. Depending on how you're trying to go in, I would try and ask any specific colors that align you with anything. Just
Wearing
in terms
wood for armor.
Yeah.
Understood that you're wearing wood for armor, but anything that has any religious significance, because, you know, it's a bunch of undead fighters and people of the cloth tend to have a specific feeling with undead that may tip them off immediately if you don't want to fucking, you know, end up in the shaft end of the shite.
Ramonor is the fucking textbook definition of a paladin. Like, there's nothing he can hide to make him not look like a fucking paladin.
Connor just like puts his amulet under his shirt, and that's about it. But even then, it's still gonna be like, "Hi, I follow some god."
Okay, cool.
Can I
Ads is
cast?
already gone.
Can I cast Greater Invisibility on Ramonor?
It lasts
Sure.
a minute.
It'll last a minute, but like as soon as you get. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to
I feel
kind of
like,
like
it's just better you don't waste the spell, and Ramonor
Yeah.
just fucking walks up and doesn't give a fuck.
fair. All
All
right.
right, cool. So
I feel
as
like
you
the
guys-
orcs are gonna be intimidated not only by the fact that he's fucking taller, but also the fact that he just doesn't care and he's smiling.
And Connor just walked right next to him
As you
too.
guys walk up, you can see that these orcs, Ramonor, do not give a fuck about how tall you they just look at you and they say, "Tickets, please," and that's where we'll take our break.
Oh.
Take it.
Of course, he does this again.
Oh, come on, that's a good place to take a break.
Oh,
Shut
no,
the fuck
no,
up.
That's a decent
That was
place.
perfect.
That's a decent place.
All right, we'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. Please stick around. Invite your friends to come view with you. You know, who doesn't love a good UFC? So, yeah, we'll see you guys in a little while.
All right, we'll be back in a bit. Later, guys.
Peace.
I realize that Ramona does not have a bag.
I'm telling you, there is nothing. I was trying to explain it to someone
Hi,
the other
guys,
day. They
we're
were
back.
talking about how it's okay
Oh,
to.
we're back.
Oh no, Ryan.
Hi, and welcome back
Continue.
to here,
Continue.
guys. Here's a question for you: what's scarier, American guns or Australian animals? My vote is Australian animals.
I also vote Aussie animals.
Me too.
Listen,
I also
I'm
vote
just,
animals.
I'm just saying, like I said it before we got back on, but like we could hit a gorilla with a Glock 3 times and nothing will happen. So it's like I'm not saying like Australia has gorillas, but I am saying that they have muscle-bound kangaroos.
You have fucking house
Listen.
spiders. So like
They
not
have-
itty bitty
They
spiders
have
like.
spiders as large as the average American garage.
Bigger than my hand. Like I can't put my hand around the spider.
It
Yes,
makes
pretty.
me want to cry.
Most of them don't even
no.
crawl. Hey,
I'm a
listen,
conventionally
most of them don't
masculine
even
man.
crawl.
No,
Yeah.
all of them
And
crawl
I wanna
except
cry.
the huntsman. The huntsman gallops like a zebra.
Yeah,
And that's
like, it's-
what's terrifying. You know, I would
It's the
shit my
baboon.
heart out of my ass if I saw that.
It's the funniest. It's the strangest looking run that you have ever seen.
See,
you guys
you
gotta
say
YouTube it sometime.
strange, and I say heart attack inducing.
listen. There is a degree. I just want to say this. There's a degree of separation between Canada and Australia. Okay, the difference between Canada and Australia, and there's only one. In
There's only one.
I want to pat your moose.
Animals are tiny, and venomous, and they will fucking end you with a bite. Our animals are big and scary and want to fucking kill you, whether it's an herbivore or a carnivore.
It's true.
And
Moose
you,
are also
Miss Lyrie.
terrifying.
Listen, Lyrie, you want to pet a moose? I'm sorry, those short-necked giraffes with murder forks sticking out of their head? Nah, I don't think so.
I want to give it scritches.
Murder.
Australia is just the
Honestly,
Feywild of the real world.
It really
If
is.
anyone-
Yeah.
Lyrie's gonna be the
Anyone
next
could-
Steve Irwin.
Everything wants to kill you.
If
Look
anyone
at all
could
the
pet a moose and get
scritches.
away with it, it would be
Yeah.
Ree, because she can just
It
fucking
would
work
be
with
really-
animals.
She
for
is a
some
real
reason.
life druid after all.
Listen.
is.
Okay, before.
Just give it scritches.
Listen, I'm not an arachnophobic person. I see a spider, I want to kill it. But
I take them outside. My
but-
partner and
No!
I actually spent
Lyrie, shut
last
up.
dinner
Lyrie,
taking
shut
this-
up. You
like
are
we
Dr.
spun it
Doolittle.
around on
You
a
get
piece
it.
of
You are Dr.
You are Dr. Doolittle.
We saved
What?
a spider the other night at dinner. It fell out of my
You
flower, and I don't
saved
know
a
why.
spider. You see, you call it saved a spider. I call it step one to world domination. Now,
I just took it back outside. Where
If
I don't know what it was doing
I'm
in my restaurant,
a
but you know,
spider galloping like a zebra. I
Time to pack a bag of
swear-
beef.
I swear to George W. Bush, I will find the largest gun near me, and I will rape it with bullets. I apologize for.
You know the
anyone
worst
that got
part of all
triggered
this?
by that word.
The worst part of all is the fact that I could see him grabbing it, taking it, loading it, firing it,
It's not like a
and
Glock
then
or a...
no, hold on.
No,
Hold on.
no,
And
it's a
then
sawed-off
all we just see
shotgun.
is it just stand there like, what'd you just try to do to me?
I know. I got a nat 20 on this Constitution check or something. Oh my god.
Listen. Let me tell you something. It won't be a Glock. It won't be a sawed-off. It won't be a shotgun of any kind. This man's gonna pull out a fully automatic AK-47 and go fucking like little fucking say hello to my little friend.
We're going to Desert Storm on that bitch. That's all I'm saying.
The man's pulled out a real life
Okay.
Batman from
Okay.
Fallout, and I'm just like, he died today.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done making terrible jokes.
Okay, let's get back into this shit.
I swear to George W. Bush. He said W.
W.
all right, Shaq. Do you think?
Yeah, I'm here to tell you to go check out our social media, and I promise you it will not lead you to Australia. We're not trying to kill you. Anyways,
First of all, before we continue, let's just say we don't hate Australia. We're not hating on Australia. We love Lyrie. Down Under is amazing. It gave us Chris Hemsworth. But
It did.
what I am saying is that I will never willfully go there. All right, continue.
some of us have a will to live. Anyways, yeah, our social media won't take you there. So Riley, shut the fuck up. I saw that. where our social media will take you is to, our pages on social media. So first things first, come check out our Discord. We love to hang out with you guys, have a lot of fun, build a community. You'll find us there, or you'll find us over in Player Hater Gaming that we have now partnered with. So you should go check them out too, because they have a lot of awesome stuff. After our Discord, we have a link tree that will take you to all of these places. But here we have our Twitch, but we also have a YouTube if you want to catch up on our past episodes. We've got an Instagram, we've got a TikTok. We have a Patreon that will give you exclusive benefits, such as suggesting NPCs, access to certain stat blocks and stat sheets and maps, or you could even possibly show up on the show one day yourself as a guest star. So consider that. All proceeds go to helping us get better quality equipment for a stream so that you don't have to hear these guys tell me that they can't hear me every 5 seconds, or James's video doesn't freeze out every 3. So, that's kind of nice. I think that's all of our places. So, our social media.
And,
Woo!
yeah, and he's just doing that on purpose now. For the hell of it.
And from last week, for anyone who wasn't here last week, Twisted Perceptions is coming out with a podcast. Whoa, crazy. We've started some recording for it. We've been doing some session zeros and whatnot. There's been a lot of work that's gone into it. You can ask anyone that's sitting at this table with me right now that I have been itching to tell you guys about it. But I am excited that we are
Tiny
here.
Rock.
And that's a teaser for Shaq. But I'm excited that you guys
find out what
here.
I've been doing with a shiny rock for 2 years.
Yeah,
And 1 or 2 weeks from now, we have our crossover with Player.
Hater. Yep, correct. So that'll be a lot of fun as well. We'll have a crossover with them, and that'll be a little crazy, but it'll be good. Different play styles.
Believe it will be on Spotify, correct?
Yeah, Carrick. Yeah, I will make sure that we get it on all streaming platforms. If there can be music or podcasts on it, we're trying to have it on there. Don't worry about that. I've got connections. So with
He
that,
always has connections.
with that being said, let's go ahead and walk back into the game. You guys walk up to these 2 orcs standing at the entrance to what is known as the UFC, the Undead Fighting Circle. And the orcs look up at Ramanor that towers over them, and they say, "Tickets, please."
Can I purchase one here?
Yeah, at a premium.
How much?
10 gold.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's anyone around here that looks like they have tickets?
There are people behind them that look like they have tickets.
Can I steal the tickets?
You can sleight of hand at disadvantage because everybody's white knuckling these tickets. They want to be inside the UFC. Go ahead.
A bad idea.
Probably.
Can I make her invisible to try and help
No,
you?
I'm not a nat 20 for 30 for stealth. The
Oh,
problem
yeah,
is
fair.
being seen at this moment. The problem is getting them out of people's hands.
Romano will pay the 10 gold and just send a message.
Wait a second. 10 gold, but are the orcs the ones selling the tickets, or do they have to go somewhere else to buy the tickets?
The orcs are the ones that are selling the tickets. They have them.
Can I see where the orcs are getting the tickets from?
A bag of holding.
Can I attempt to snatch some of those? Because all you need to get something out of a bag of holding is to know what you're looking for.
Yep.
So can I sleight of hand into the bag of holding and attempt to? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and technically 5 for me, just in case I get caught inside. I'm going to attempt to slip my hand in there and summon forth 5 tickets.
Okay, cool. So before all that happens, Ramanor gives him 10 gold, and they pull out 4 tickets, not 5 because they don't see you. Actually, I'm sorry, they pull out 3 tickets because Koresh is up in the air.
They can't see me either.
And they take a hole punch and punch holes in all 3 of the tickets and hand them to Ramanor. Go ahead and make your stealth check.
Why not? 20 not count?
I'm sorry, not stealth check. Your sleight of hand.
Well, I mean, if they already got the tickets, I don't need to grab more.
They only got 3, so there's not one for you or Horish.
We're sneaking inside. I don't need that shit.
All right, good luck.
You
All
see,
right, cool.
at this point is where that TikTok that I saw that earlier this week
Romanor-
kind of just makes me worried now.
Romanor will shoot a message mentally over to Az.
Can you get that 10 gold back?
Can I?
You can try.
And Romanor's gonna
Hold on.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna add a
gonna-
guidance to this.
Romanor's gonna do a help action by bumping into the orc.
Advantage with my Bud Light and a fancy glass.
Okay, then ignore that.
Hey.
Well, let's see. Oh, much better. 25.
You snag that 10 gold plus 2.
With profit.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't see you down there.
And he continues walking.
As you guys walk past, he just says, "That guy was kind of mean." He's like, "Yeah, we just gotta do our jobs. Don't worry about it." All right, cool.
Anyway, Az is just sneaking around inside.
Meanwhile, the entire time he just had a smile on his face.
Connor's just quiet, hands behind his back as he walks right behind Romanor, and just
Okay.
listening.
Sweet. As you guys go through, you see that there are orcs kind of walking around as guards. You look to your left and you can see a guy selling chickens. Only a couple of people are there buying chickens. You have no idea what they're buying these fucking chickens for. And then you also see someone. It seems like to be a dwarven man. This time has a beard, so it doesn't look like a child. He's like, all right, we got some gambling going on here. There's no police officers here, so we can just talk about it. But yeah, we got gambling. More gambling. Give me your money and see if you can win it.
Give me your money, you'll see if you can win.
Gambling.
You see,
Or gambling.
as he
This is
said
like
that,
some old
like when he
prospector,
started,
man.
Connor was already about to pull out like 5 gold to put down until he heard, "Give me your money and I'll see if you can win." Like, and no.
So do I
You just-
see this prospector-looking guy?
Yeah, you see him and you can kind of hear him from afar too. He's like, come on. My name is Jenkins and we're ready for this.
I would like to make a stealth check and try to snag whatever gold he has behind his stand.
What was your last stealth check you made?
Not use
You're
my last
flying.
check. I want to make a new one.
Um,
If I can hear this man's from where I am, which is probably about. I'm also going to say that I cast a greater invisibility on myself, so that way I don't actually fucking get seen all that quickly, which means I'll have
Okay.
advantage.
give me a
But-
perception check to see if you can hear him.
Perception. Okay.
Yeah.
16.
That works. All right, cool. And since you're saying you're casting greater invisibility on yourself, give me a stealth check with advantage.
Yeah, I just want to mark off the spell real quick before I do anything. So where are you? There you are. That's 4th level. Did I mark off the other ones just so I'm immediately aware of everything? I did not mark off Hex. I'm doing that now, so let's make that stealth check with advantage.
You can see, guys, as he's doing this, you can see people walking up to Jenkins. Just like, here, I've got 2 copper. I'm trying to turn it into a gold. He's like, oh, that's going to be hard. We'll see if we can get that one for you.
How's a 26 for you, Ford?
That's great. Cool. You land behind him, and you see that he's kind of got like a bucket of just assorted pieces of copper, silver, and gold.
I want to take it.
All of it?
All of it.
All right, cool. That bitch is heavy. I need you to make me a sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
Sleight of hand check at this. Oh no. Come on. Actually, you know what? If it does seem a bit heavy, I'm gonna be smart and I'm gonna see if I can take any gold and or platinum that might be there. Just from the top and just like quick.
Looking around, you don't see any platinum, but you do see about 3 gold pieces. You can go ahead and snatch those with a singular sleight of hand check.
Is 3 gold worth it, or do I want to take the disc? I'm trying to figure this out.
Can we not get caught 0.5 seconds after entering this place?
Fine, we'll do the 3 gold.
I'm still at my
We'll take the
21
3 gold.
stealth. I would like to just.
What are you doing?
That's
I'm
I'm taking the
with
3
my
gold.
20.
I'm taking the 3 gold, and that's a 23 sleight of hand.
Gotcha. It's all yours then. You got another 3 gold. What are you guys doing?
I'm out.
You guys hear in the background, chickens, get your chickens right here. Chickens for sacrificing chickens. Get me your chickens.
Oh no, that's it. Heliki is down with her 21 stealth.
Okay.
You may not notice her slip away as she goes to free the chickens.
No!
Okay. Okay, cool. So you run over and you open up the chicken coop, and the chickens start to frantically run out. And you see people start to scoop up these chickens. They're just taking them, and you see them.
She casts entangle to hold their hands down.
Okay. If you cast entangle, you will be immediately seen.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
No. We can't do anything.
Hold on.
This is about to go very bad.
Hold on.
Let's
Hold
fucking
on.
bat in the head.
She's
Hold on.
here to free the chickens.
Okay. Two important
As
questions.
it's moving in the exact opposite direction.
Two important questions. What time of day is it?
It's midday.
Midday? Okay. How far did Hiliki get from Connor?
About 40 feet.
Okay. Connor's gonna walk towards her. And this is gonna be done like kind of like rapid succession. He's gonna walk 10 feet up towards her, and then he's going to disappear into just mist. As he misty steps up to her, and the moment that he gets close enough to her, because she's still in her fairy form, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to kind of like almost grab her, but as his fingertips touch her, greater invisibility.
Okay.
Y'all are using up spell slots like candy.
No, because Misty Step is use. I can only use it once per day. Technically.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check to see if anyone can tell if you're casting a spell on her.
I am not good at this one at all. But I
is
will be
moving
using my
exact
D4
opposite
for
direction.
that. So let's use the guidance. So that is a 14.
Okay, you don't notice. Give me a perception check before I say this.
That's a 30.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you see that the owner of the chicken coop notices you catching the spell. No one else though.
You have a flying bard rogue that could easily try and take this man's right out.
Ramanor's gonna step up behind Connor.
So yeah,
And
now
kinda,
Haliki's
just
kind of
put his
like
hand
hidden
on his
inside of his palm, and all she hears is, "I need you to shrink and go into my bracer now.
The chickens.
We'll deal with the chickens later, but I want to make sure that you're okay."
She shrinks and hides in his bracer. But she's mad about it. He can feel the save the chicken vibe coming off her real strong. She doesn't care about eating the chickens. She cares that they're being used as a sacrifice. She would eat a chicken. She would kill a chicken and eat it. She's got no problem with that. She a moon druid. She has a problem with them being kept in a tiny cage for sacrifice.
We're gonna have to teach this druid that the world sucks.
She knows it sucks. Why do you think they had her in a pit in the bottom of an experimental lab? She knows the world sucks. She's trying to make it unsuck for as many things as possible.
Which is
Make
fine.
it suck for us.
She just has a different perspective on, who
No.
she looks up
I'm not
for.
saying you don't. I'm not saying you don't, but like, understand that you are in the wrong party if you're trying to make a difference in the world on tiny scales.
I mean, like, she doesn't know that. She doesn't know anything about why she's here.
Hey, listen, I'm not. You're playing your character the way you're supposed to play your character. I ain't saying shit about that.
She has no idea why she's here, but she's gonna save the chickens. That's all she knows.
Listen, that's okay. Connor will help her save the chickens. Right now, his first thing is make sure she stays safe and free. Again.
He can feel her. He can feel her between his bracer, so she's there.
And I.
So what does this guy do when he actually sees like Connor just like appear right in front of him?
He sees Ramanor step in front of him. Ramanor, he's already seen it, but make an intimidation check and see if he tries to do anything about what.
No, you didn't. You didn't see shit, says Giant Purple.
Advantage?
No.
Damn it.
You're not a generally
that's fine,
scary dude
22.
off the bat.
What'd you say?
22.
Oh yeah. He looks at you in your hulking size and he says, "Okay."
Okay.
He said, "No more sacrificing chickens." Right.
What are they sacrificing chickens to?
That's
Find
exactly
out.
what Connor's gonna ask him.
He's probably summoning shit.
Like as like he actually has Heliki in his bracer, and he kind of like moves his arm in a way that she could definitely still hear perfectly fine, and she's not being like, he doesn't have to worry too much about her. He's gonna look him dead in the eye and be like, "And what are you using chickens to sacrifice for?"
He says, "Well, to create these undead, we have to have something to sacrifice."
I am going to come up behind this man's still greater invisibility. If you want me to make another stealth check, I can.
No, that's fine.
Okay. So I'm up behind this man's, and since greater invisibility, I am going to have my rapier just not touching him yet, but it's leveled at his back right behind the heart.
Okay. I'll say, depending on how long this conversation between Connor and this guy goes, we'll see. All right.
As
Connor,
soon as it drops, I'm stabbing.
So he just looks at me. He goes like, "Well, you better find something else to offer up. Because if we find out that it's another animal that's being offered, what happens next will just be the tip of the iceberg."
Well, that's how the ritual works. We have to offer an animal's blood, and then you can create an undead. The stronger the animal, the stronger the undead.
I suggest you use your own blood.
And he's just paused. And he's, who are you?
Nobody's answering that question. Since I am stealth, that's at advantage, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a crit because it's surprise, isn't it?
No, that's only for assassin rogues. So we're going to roll with advantage. That's going to be a 23 to hit. Okay, we're going to do a charge of the lightning damage, and we're going to use sneak attack, and we're going to use my fun little bard ability. That means I do a fuck ton of psychic damage to this guy.
Let's just say you snatch this man's head off. How about that?
Right through the heart. Right through the heart.
Right. Okay, right through the heart, and your invisibility drops.
No, because greater invisibility. Oh wait, no, it would have been around a minute. Then I'm going to, as soon as I'm going to try and follow his body as he goes down and go underneath the desk of the booth.
Give me a disadvantage stealth roll, please.
Disadvantage?
Yep.
That's a net one for 13.
You don't even go down with the body. You completely forget that you're trying to plan something real cool. You're just kind of standing there. You're like, I killed him.
Connor just like looks dead at Koresh and be like, This is the reason why we can't have nice things.
No shite.
Reg,
And then
what if this was my 13th reason? Why?
I'm going home. I gotta head out. I'm sorry.
Corish fucking flies up. He's gone.
He just looks to. He like looks down. Look, his eyes kind of like follow Koresh for a minute, and then he just like looks over to Ramonor.
As a reaction, I'm going to use Mantle of Whispers so I can take his shadow, and I'm going to become this man.
Okay.
So I don't even need to fly away. I'm just going to sit here and stand at the chicken stand, and I'm going to watch, and I'm going to listen.
Okay. Everybody who just saw him do that knows that it's Korish.
Well, they saw me. Did anybody else?
Nope. Give me. Let me roll some dice. And then you give me a perception check.
Okay, perception. Fuck, that's an 11.
Can
Not to
Connor
your
give
knowledge.
one?
What?
Not to your knowledge.
Can Connor give a perception check?
If you want, yeah.
So I'm going to mark off some things here. I've used one charge on
That's
the
a
rapier.
19.
There, you can notice that there is someone on the other end of this little walkway that's kind of paying attention to you guys, but trying not to look like it.
Connor's going to assume that Az is somewhere near, kind of, sort of. He's just gonna be like, send her a quick message. Hey, so Koresh did a stupid and killed the chicken guy that we were talking to, and
He said, "I did a bad."
now there's somebody who knows.
I got a little murdery, alright? Everybody gets just a little murdery sometimes.
But they're trying to act as if they don't know anything, so I'm not sure how you want to play this. But and then he would give her the general
Help
direction.
you, little busy.
Okay, then.
That's
never
all you
mind.
get back.
Okay then.
In that sing-song you tell him?
Yes.
Probably.
Like you can tell she's concentrating on something.
Connie just looks to this guy, to this person, like even through the distance, like that way, like they know, like, oh, yeah, you've been caught.
Do you point this guy out?
No, we don't need you murdering anybody else.
Yeah, no,
No,
you're
just- I
you're
won't-
staying there.
I won't murder him this time, I promise. Just
You don't want Ramonor to tell you that he's disappointed in you again. This damage is compounding.
First time it's 1d12. Next time it's 2. And then next time it's 4. Just gets
I'm
doubled
resistant to psychic
every time.
damage. I just realized that, so I should have taken half damage on that. But
No, it overcomes resistances.
does it really?
Ramonor, yes.
Damn it. Okay.
But Connor's gonna look to Koresh and be like, gather as much information as you can and don't kill anybody else.
Well, if you'd point out the fucker that saw me, I could probably just tell him to go away and not actually kill him.
And I will deal with that one myself.
Alright, fine. Except you have a fucking minus to your charisma now.
That's perfectly fine. That's the reason why I have Ramonor with me.
Ramonor's here. He's the charismatic one.
Yeah.
And he's going to actually start to walk away as if nothing happened, and
What's
Ramonor
Koresh's
he'll be-
charisma?
Koresh's charisma is a 19.
Okay. Ramonor is hot on your heels with a 17.
So-
I'm sorry. I think I blanked on that. What?
Nah, it's nothing. Ramonor and
Connor, Romanor,
Connor.
and Heliki, who's currently in Connor's bracer, are heading over to the guy who saw the murder.
Okay. Okay, what you guys doing?
When we get
I think
over
he
there, are
is
there any
hiding.
empty seats?
There's a couple of empty seats. There's like about like a row of 5 or something like that.
Okay.
So you're not going to talk to the guy?
What happens is very simple. Connor sits on one side and kind of motions to Romanor to sit on his other side. So now this man is sandwiched between the two of them.
Ramner just puts an arm around him, just completely encompassing this man with one arm.
Cuddles.
Oh, so see.
Romanor cuddles.
And
The
Connor
bromance
just
is
kinda-
real.
These
Connor's
kind of cuddles aren't
eyes
the
are to the
desired kind of
field.
cuddles.
And he goes, "So, what did you see?"
Oh no.
Like, this is to the guy that's in between now the two of them.
No. I know. That's his response. What are you talking about?
Oh, good.
That's a
good,
great answer.
Good. I didn't want there to be bloodshed. Even though technically in the field there are none. But, you know.
Well, thankfully we're at an undead fighting ring. There should be any blood here.
Yeah. Shouldn't be.
Just an uncomfortable pressure of a squeeze.
What do you want from me?
Oh, we just wanted to make sure that everything's copacetic. That there's no problems to be had.
Copacetic.
We're all good.
He looks up at you, Romanor, and he says, "You scare me." And he looks at Connor and he says, "He with you?"
Yes, that's the reason why we're sitting here with you.
Okay. You guys got anybody in the fight?
Maybe. Depends on how this conversation goes. We might have somebody to be put in the fight.
Turns this man's into an undead.
Give me a check with advantage. What is the word? Intimidation.
Ooh.
Honor.
With my -1. That's a 12.
That's a 12.
That's a 12. I rolled a 13.
He rolled a 2. He just does one of these.
That's what I wanted. We're good now. So, since that matter has been taken care of and sealed to the depths, can you tell me anything about this fight ring?
It's just an undead fighting ring. People bring people to fight and bet, and yeah.
Oh, so people actually go down to fight the undead?
Some people do, but that's more of a like a gauntlet type of fight. You can win giant things from that, but apparently they have a really strong opponent near the end, but no one's ever gotten that far.
Ramoner wants to get that far.
So, what's in the gauntlet so far that you know of? So, we can decide if we're putting anybody in there or not.
Valid.
There's some kind of gem that's used to communicate with someone who's stronger than anyone that's ever been here.
Romanor Connor instantly looks to Romanor and be like, and then sends a message to Az. I'm pretty sure whatever you're doing may be important to you right now. but we just got a lead on a actual mask gem. So
Do not get an answer, and you get the sense it's because she is concentrating really, really hard and trying not to get caught.
Valid.
Uh-oh. Behind the scenes shit. I'm terrified.
So Connor's just like, she's a little bit busy. How many people can actually go in the gauntlet?
One person. It's a one-on-one fight.
Okay.
How? Quick question. How tall is this ring? Like, is it like set into the ground for everybody to watch from above?
It's set into the ground. Yes, to everyone watch for above. It's dug about 30 feet into the ground.
Okay.
This is just pulling numbers. I can see it in the corner of the screen. Just every single fucking, like, 20 plus roll.
I'm scared.
You're in danger.
Fine, it's fine. That nat 20 stealth roll is hopefully going to do something. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Keep interrogating this poor schmuck.
For those of you who don't understand what's going on in the background, Az is doing something.
Ramonor looks to Connor. I think I stand a chance.
Connor actually thinks about it for a bit, and he stays quiet. Probably. Knowing you, there's a good chance you'll actually make it to the end. So Connor, once again, after seeing that, looks to the schmuck and goes, "So, are there any special rules regarding the gauntlet?"
Just make sure that you don't die. It's 10 gold to enter.
Okay. Simply done. Connor, using the sending stone, sends a message to Hiliki. Hiliki,
Yes.
we're going to do something. I'm going to want you to stay tiny. And can you heal, by chance, if needed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What we're going to do may be unethical. Probably is. But I want you to hide in Romanor's armor while he goes for the gauntlet.
I don't suggest that.
Is it gonna burn?
No, because he's using wood. It's the same armor that actually Connor has. It's iron, made out of ironwood.
I really don't suggest that, considering it kind of it forms to me.
Yeah.
So
that part.
I can sit on his finger.
I don't think that's the best place for you to sit.
Yeah, I didn't want you to be seen. Because if you're not seen, then you could heal him without anybody knowing.
Can I hide in his hair?
That might work.
Yeah.
And she flies up and she kind of like burrows into his hair and kind of flips it over her like a really big blanket.
Very curly hair.
Yep. She now has a very curly blanket. she's gonna tunnel into one of the curls. And now she looks like a burrito.
A Hiliki burrito.
She's now a Hiliki burrito.
Oh man, this is either going to be yes, she did. Either beautiful or disastrous.
How tall is the pit?
30 feet high.
30 feet.
Yep.
I figured that much, so I feel like Connor can't heal you with healing word if need be. So
Ramonor kind of wants to just jump down just to do a show of force kind of thing, but also 30 feet.
Connor's gonna get up like, all right, who do we have to talk to about signing up for the gauntlet?
As you guys are talking about this, you notice that there somehow now is an orc guard in every aisle of the Colosseum, being very vigilant of anything that's going on. And the man answers you and he says, all you have to do is go up front and say you want to enter in the gauntlet.
Well, Connor's gonna look around and see all this, and the first thing that he actually really does say, regardless of what is, what did you do? And Az hears it.
I finally hear a response. I don't know what you're talking about. Just don't try anything obvious. Or anything at all, really. Leave that to me.
Okay. Connor just rubs his temple real quick for a second, and then he just tells her about the gauntlet prize and that Ramonor's gonna go in with Heliki taking a ride to heal him through the fight.
Yep.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Well, at least it'll also be a distraction for anything else, and need be, I could always hop down, kind of, sort of.
Be around. Just don't expect to see me.
Yeah, I know. You'll just pop right next to me when you decide to. That's fine. So at this point, he just gets up and walks, looks to Ramonor and Hiliki and just like, okay, let's head over. Let's get you guys in. Well, get you in, as the case is.
All right. Presumably as handed back Ramonor's gold.
Oh no, she still has it.
Okay. You can mark that off then.
Connor's gonna pay the 10 gold for this one. And he doesn't really care about the money. Though right after that, like, when they actually go, like, when Ramonor is going in, he immediately goes to the betting stand and just goes, what's the rate for the gauntlet winning?
Man looks at you and he says, 15 gold.
So that's 15 gold per 1 gold bet?
Yes.
Okay. He puts down 10 gold.
All right.
I'm putting 10 gold on the big furball that just went in there to win the entire gauntlet.
Oh, really? You think he can win?
If I didn't believe in him, I wouldn't be betting this much money, now would I?
All right. Well, I hope we finally get to see whatever they call that perfect lich or whatnot.
Perfect.
We'll see you soon.
That's not ominous at all.
No, not at all. Connor immediately to Ramonor. The last thing you fight is a perfect lich.
No, thank you.
I get it.
All right.
I'm gonna... Real quick.
All right. Ramonor, you get called up and you walk out into the center of this giant coliseum. As you do that, wow, people are giving you all kinds of guidance, Ramonor.
He's got his 3 that he can have stashed at a time right now.
It's like,
You want to keep this man safe.
you walk into the center of this place, and you can see that it's a man-made terrain. There are rocks and trees and bodies of water in here. It seems this place is quite large. It's almost a mile in diameter. It's that big. And as you look across and you see on the other side, a cage opens up, and the first thing that comes out is a itty bitty little skeleton. And you see a man in tattered robes appear in the center of the ring, and he says, "It is time for the gauntlet." And that's where we'll end today's episode.
Come on!
I knew it.
I knew it too. It was.
I knew it was trouble from the start.
Once let us go long.
It's like we can go through another hour, get through like about at least 2 fights.
Come on, man.
That's good. That's a good ending.
No.
Hey, listen, at least you didn't stop it in the middle of an argument this time.
That is
Or
true.
in the middle of a fight, start the fight and be like, "Ah, yes, this is the height of our fight." That's where we're calling it.
Yeah, no, that is also very true. He could.
For those of us who would like to know what Az has been up to, tune in tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'm sorry. Tune in next Sunday. A little
Like,
early.
what?
I was
Tomorrow?
like, you get a whole mini show tomorrow? I'm
No,
here.
Tune in next Sunday a little early. I'm going to work with Az or Shaq a little sometime this week whenever we both can find a good time, and I will personally record something with me and Az role playing exactly what happened, and then a few minutes before the stream, I'll have David put the audio up so people can listen to it.
I will definitely be playing around with that one when that time comes. But yeah, alright, we'll do that. Alrighty, so we will see you all next week. Have a good day.
Yes.
And wait for the big fight.
Bye, everyone.